All right, igneous rocks determine the percent of mineral composition worksheet. First thing you want to do is you want to increase your size to 200. And what we're going to do is we're going to use these ideas of these different samples of different rocks. Each one of these represents a sample of rock. Along line AB is one sample, CD is another, EF, and so on. And we're going to find the mineral percentages for each one of these samples using this bar right here, this line tool. So if I want to find the percentage of potassium feldspar in sample AB, what I do is I bring this over like this and line it up. I may have to stretch this out just a little bit, but what I want to do is along this line, I want to cover the portion that has potassium feldspar's pattern crossing it. And once I've done that, I'm going to bring this over to the side here, bring this down to the very bottom, and now I can calculate the percentage of potassium feldspar found in the sample. Okay, so if you look at the lines going up, each one is going to be worth 5. That's why it goes 5, 10, 15, 20, and then you see a 25, and it goes 5 to 30, 35, 40, then you see a 50, and so on. All right, so if I'm going to read this, it looks like to me that this would be 50, 55, 60, maybe about 63%. We're going to type that in to the box right here, 63%. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is find out the amount of quartz in the sample. So I pick up the tool again, I bring the bottom of the tool to the bottom of where the quartz symbols are, right? And then I'm going to shrink this down so that it just covers the area of that line. Whoops, did not do a good job on that. Okay, there you go. So that covers the area for quartz. And now once I take that out and I place it down here on the side, I can get an idea of how much quartz I have. I'm going to say that's about 13%. It might be 12%, but I'll go with 13% quartz on that. All right, now the next thing I'll do is apply to Clay's feldspar. So we pick this up, this here, shrink this like that. Okay, and once I've covered that section that has that pattern going through it, I can drag this over here, bring it down, and look at that. Okay, so I'm going to just estimate about 10% for potassium feldspar. The next one I'll do is biotite. Biotite section here, put that there. And get that over there on my line here. There we go. All right, just being as precise as I possibly can. Drag that over here. And it looks to me, and just move this over so I can see this a little bit better. But it looks to me like it's breaking the boundary. I'll go with about 7% on that. Okay, so 7% for that, approximately. So let's see. The next one would be for amphiboly. So bring that over here like this on the bottom, kind of squeeze that down. And when I take this and I drag it back over here, whoops, I kind of tilted that. These are all the kind of mistakes that you can make. So just, just take your time, be patient. Slide that over. And looking at that, I'm going to say maybe 4% on that. Now, theoretically, what should happen is when I add everything up, it should equal 100%. Let's see how we did. 63 plus 13 is 76. Plus 10 would be 86. Plus 7 would be 93, 97. So my accuracy is about 97% accurate because obviously we didn't see any peroxine there. So there's 0% peroxine. Oops. And 0% olivine. Okay. So when you add up your numbers, you should get at least 95, let's say. 95, 96. But if you get 100, that's exactly perfect. Now let's take a look at the other parts of this. For this particular rock, AC, it's on the light lower felsic side. So where it says density, that's going to be low. Where it says color, that's going to be light. And where it says composition, we call that on that side felsic, as we've learned. Okay, so I've covered that line as an example. Let's take a look at line GH, and we'll use that as an example. Then I'm going to ask you to do the other ones on your own. All right, so GH is this line you see right over here. Take the toolbar over here, this little toolkit. Whoops, glitch in the program there, but we'll find it. Let's see, where is that little toolkit there? Just back. There we go. All right, so I'll bring that up to line GH. That's going to go from this portion right here, starting at the top, and working my way down. Now take a look. This mineral right here is not the first mineral on the list. This is actually plagioclase feldspar that I'm finding the numbers for. Just stretch this a little bit more and bring this down to the side to find out the amount of plagioclase feldspar in here. So looking at that looks like about maybe 53, somewhere around there. So we'll go down to plagioclase feldspar and put in 53%. Okay, let's take a look at what the next mineral would be along this line. Oh, there's that glitch again. Okay, so we want to do biotite next. So tighten that up. Tighten that up. Drag that down. Drag that over to the side. And for biotite, take a look. Maybe I'm getting about 5%. Okay, next is amphibole. So, oh, actually, the next one on the list is going to be pyroxene, isn't it? So, here we go. Jumps all over the place on this thing. All right, so put that here. Squeeze that out like this. Down a little bit. Oh, that's covered the pyroxene section here. So bring that over to the side. And I'm going to estimate on there probably about 22, let's say, 22%. So I'll jump down to pyroxene, 22% pyroxene. Down at the bottom here, we have that amphibole stuff. Whoops, there's that glitch again, jumping all over the place. Find my way back. Here we go. So we take this, bring this over here, squeeze this down a little bit, jump this back over here, and just want to raise this a little bit. Okay, so this might be, let's see, 5, 10, 15, pretty close to 20. Let's go with 19% on that. You'll notice that we didn't have any quartz, so I'll go over here, put 0% in there for quartz, and we did not have any potassium feldspar either, so that's 0% as well, and there was no olivine involved too. So those are my numbers. Let's count them up and see if I get close to 100%. 53 plus 5 is 58. That's going to be 77 plus 22, 99. So 99% accurate on that one. 100% would be perfect. Now, since line GH is on the right side of the chart, you can see that things on the right side of the chart are going to be dark. They're going to be high in density and mafic. So we'll put, for the density part, high. For the color would be dark. The composition would be mafic. All right, so now you need to use this skill to find the mineral content for line CD, EF, and IJ, and KL. Okay, hope this lesson helps. Bye-bye.